Yay, I'm live. I'm alive. I got all kinds of voices. Yeah, good at that kind of stuff. Yep, good morning. This is Dr. Mia Lueth. It is, of course, 9/11, 2025. I remember very clearly, with vivid detail, as do some other people. And so there you have it. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I mean, I lost a family member. I mean, essentially, it was an attack on the entire planet, even though it happened on U.S. soil, right? Because of how many people, right? And to be honest with you, it shouldn't have happened. And there's a way for an adjustment to be made, but you need to trust that. Okay, so some people may not know what I'm talking about, and it's okay. It's some people are built differently and they're meant for different. Some people are not old enough. Some people have other priorities, other kind of things. So if you're not sure you understand what I'm saying, it's okay. Don't let it bother you. Okay, it might become clear at a certain point in time, and if it doesn't, then it's not meant for you. You don't have a need to know, right? So there's a lot of things that I could say, but I do have to address something. All right, I am not going to tolerate an online conversation for long at this point. Okay, I don't mind somebody jumps in, say hi, or wants to talk about a certain subject when I'm online. Okay, I also this is also kind of like my video journal diary out loud, which I've been doing for quite some time because of serious health issues. I try and adjust it best so that I can still do it, and so I don't spend a lot of time typing on Creasesinger, uh, singing from the Crease, that WordPress. But I leave it there for people interested, for people. Okay, there are too many sources coming at me. Okay, some of them are the same source, but it's not just that one. Like online, privately, it's like all this stuff is available. At least in the U.S., it's not blocked to you online. Somebody thinks they're special in ways in which he or she is not. Some of you are faking being celebrities, God, angels, and if it's paid actors and other kinds of things, it's like, well, cease and desist. You understand? Because I am sensing harm coming your way if you don't. Right? But I have to say this. There's so much information about me online. I'm not going to answer questions. I don't care if you're a billionaire. That does not give you power over me. It just doesn't. I don't care if you're the president. I don't care if you're the pope. I don't care if you're a king. That does not give you power over me. Okay? So, religion is what I'm trying to say. There's a certain, yes, nonsense that's out there. And so I do understand where people are just right against it because some of it isn't even really a part of certain things. And so religion is just something you do every day. So if you love every day, love is a religion. Okay. Now I understand where people are saying that scripture is a bad book and so on and so forth. And the fact of the matter is it can come across that way, but basically what it's doing is helping you, and sometimes it hurts. Sometimes it's not referring to your angelic church. Sometimes it's not referring to your ancestor. You understand? So if you lean on love for understanding, it starts to become more clear. And what seemed like conflict becomes more clear. But you do have to understand that it's part of a whole. Okay? Like little bits and pieces may seem that way, and I get it. But at the very least, do your own selves a favor and just take your time at home. Just slowly read through it. Even if you don't, it's okay. It's okay if you don't understand at one point. It's okay. Right. If you start having negative feelings, it's okay. It's okay to do it slowly. But I suggest, right, doing that without going to a building and hearing people yell and scream at you, or, you know, do the same old boring thing over and over again. I mean, you only need the communion once. Okay, so some of you might be a little stuck. Some of you, right, might be a little still waking up. Some of you, right, it's just everything does not apply to every single human the same way. So there are a few who are starting to understand who I am. And, you know, I said I wouldn't hurt the children, and I'm not going to. And I said I wouldn't end a certain entity because it was set up for a win win situation. Do not continue to force, you understand? And something's been worked out that a lot of people don't even need to know. I mean, it just doesn't even factor into your daily, day to day lives, which is why I say men for mature adults. So, and to the females, it's just, well, it has been a while, right? There is no female for me to sit under, okay? So, I'm used to the males, and I can best assist females indirectly through males, you understand? Particularly my brothers, right? And those who don't know, right, what happened to me, my brothers know what happened to me. And I couldn't stop them if I freaking tried. Many of you do not know who they are, and quite a few of them are in flesh on earth. I mean, they will gang up against me and override me if they really need to in order to take care of it. Same thing if one of my brothers, right, you know, goes through something that was absolutely unnecessary and, you know, inappropriate or based on a fear based, you know, if you don't know what it is, kill it. Many of you fear what you don't understand and you don't need to. All right? Then, yes, I definitely would respond on behalf of one of my brothers. And I doubt you'd like it at all. But I wouldn't end you because people don't learn that way. Certain kinds don't learn if you do that. Compassion, kindness, coping skills, and so certain types of people need to use different types of coping skills. Okay, so Kathleen Kubler Ross did sort of touch on certain things. People in grief may seem irrational to you, but that doesn't mean what they're doing is wrong or abnormal. Some people, I did it. You know, my dad, Fritz on Earth, was sick for a while. And, we knew he was kind of on his way out, which is why I spent as much time with him as I possibly could. I could see it in him. He's not long, but what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just gonna be there until. But when he did pass away, there's a certain amount of relief. It's like he's not going through anything. He's not suffering. He's not. He doesn't have earthly concerns anymore. That basically pre-warned him, so that when it did happen, someone said to me, yeah, it was an ex-boyfriend said to me, I don't understand. It seems so cold. I'm just like, and nonchalant, and just like, I'm not. I already dealt with it. I already dealt with it. I was prepared. Okay? Right. Psychology is not bullshit. I mean, just, what I'm trying to say. And I don't understand why any psychologist who knows anything about Carl Jung, whether you're think Jungian or Freudian or you don't think either which way, you still should be aware of something called synchronicities. A lot of you are not talking out of proper knowledge or wisdom online. And I'm just being honest with you. But yes, there are just some parties that are trying to contact me privately. And I don't mind having conversation, friendly style. I don't mind, uh, you know, that kind of thing. But I mean, there's no distance in spirit. So, yeah, he is with me all the time. We don't work that way. We've never worked that way. It doesn't work that way for us. Okay, so whether he's in flesh or not makes no difference to me. That's different. You understand? Otherworldlies don't work like you. Just understand that. So I did have a chat with one who you have thought or known of as demon. He blundered. He knows what I could have done. Instead, it's now understood that there's a win-win coming out of this. He's got to handle his own business. So something needs to happen here before something else can happen. Okay? Don't worry about it. It gets handled. But I will not be having conversation anymore on purpose in order for that to come to fruition as a win-win. I can't stop my brothers. Okay? What I did to help my brother will soon become known. Of course, I jumped in to help It might be me that gets you. It might be one of my brothers. I'm not meant to be kept a secret, though, in any capacity. And some of you are starting to understand that I'm just speaking honestly and telling the truth, and a lot of it may not make sense to you. It's okay. It's okay. Take a deep breath. Okay? It's okay. The result is known, the solution is in place. Okay? But I am going to be honest and say I'm not going to continue a air quote romantic style committed relationship like I'm dating a male if it is not happening in reality. So, yeah, there is a certain air quote male claims to be someone, then I continue to give them the benefit of the doubt. And here's why: law enforcement, because I'm clergy. I have very long patience. But when I know that a large multitude could come to harm for reasons that are not at all for the good of the whole, I do a yip. Block them, report them, mark them, and send them over to my brother to handle. Okay? So, right. So technically, I'm a little one. I know this. It's okay. Some of you, unfortunately, though, you assumed that a male was coming. And when I showed up, you turned me away because I was female. Well, that's why he never showed up, because a he was not going to show up. A me was the one who showed up for you. You made the assumption it was going to be a male. You made that assumption. You turned me away at that point in time. That's that. There's no one coming. Some of you know what I'm talking about. That was your own general assumption. Nobody put those thoughts in your head. Nobody forced that on you. Nobody manipulated you. You all were so busy looking for a male. But when I did show up, you turned me away. And then you started wondering, well, why hasn't he come? And how come it's not? Because he is a she. That's why. Once you made that decision, there's nothing I can do. No one is coming. Okay? So I'm going to send this to the sources online that are trying to contact me publicly. And a few are legit, and I'm not worried about it. But don't, no one should be coming at me like we're dating or in some kind of committed relationship, because I don't have issue with that. But I'm not going to just let that keep happening. Especially considering some of you are pretending to be somebody who is married or has a lifelong partner. I'm not going to encourage it anymore. I don't care if your feelings get hurt. You're not approaching things properly. I'm in the flesh. I'm allowed to get married. And so I'm asking for assistance, yep, tracing the source of some of these. Right. So they can be shut down, but also just to say at least there's one. You're running out of time. You want to be with me? You talk to me on the phone. You talk to me on video chat. You come here physically. Right. Right. Touch, physicalness. This is a love language. And I'm not going to live without it. I don't have to. I don't care how rich you are. I don't care how powerful you are. I don't care about certain things. I mean, I leave it up to you to make proper decisions, and apparently that is so. So, what am I supposed to surmise? I'm supposed to surmise that you are either not in flesh, or you're trying to scam me, or you're bullshitting me, or whatever the fuck it is, and I'm done. I'm worth it. I know I am. And anybody who wanted to be with me would most certainly be doing everything that he could to talk to me on the phone, to talk to me on video, yep, to come help me in person. So I am doubtful of the sincerity of a lot of this. And anybody who's dumb enough to ask me for money, it means you're not paying attention to me. It means you don't care. It means that you're fixated on something you shouldn't be. And there are some people, especially in the rock and roll genre, who are now becoming abundantly aware of who has been pushing your music to rock stations, to people around, to venues the entire time I've been on Earth. I'm not asking for anything in return, but Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, there will be some removals.